Good evening everyone, it's Dave here from the iReady podcast giving you the post-match reaction to the match. It's finished a short time ago at Hampden Park where we have defeated Motherwell by 2-1 in our first home match of the season. I'm saying home match like that because, as we all know, we are using Hampden for the first part of the season due to the delay in the works going on at Ibrox. And I actually had high hopes before we went into this game, guys. I saw the rebranding and all the Rangers signage and the dressing rooms and stuff like that all being changed, and I thought, if we get a positive performance and result here going into the up and coming important matches, this could maybe be a positive thing for us. And certainly half time, I suppose, still have the same opinion, but now not so much after watching that. But I will get into exactly what happened in the match, starting with the team that Philippe Clement put out. Still a couple of head scratchers, well, one in particular here, which vast majority of fans like myself were all asking the same question. But he put Butland in goals, Tavernier captain at right back, Suter, and a debut for Robin Proper, a new signing from FC20, and Ridvan at the back. In midfield, Diomande, Barron, Lawrence. And then up front, Dessers with Czerny also starting on the right, but Scott Wright being played on the left-hand side of our attack. Substitutes today: Kelly, Matondo, Dowell, Sterling, Jeffday, Balogun, King, McCausland and Danilo. And like I said, first start from the beginning from Czerny and a debut for Proper in place of McCausland and Balogun. But the head scratcher again, Scott Wright keeps his place on the left-hand side of our attack, despite the excellent second half display by Jeffday against Dynamo Kiev. Like I said, I'm not going to go out and be a player basher by slagging off Scott Wright like a lot of people have been, but the guy isn't a left winger, he's a naturally right-sided winger. I think it's a bit harsh on him having to play out there, unless the manager has got some sort of game plan that we're not seeing for him to cut inside and do something, but I'm really not seeing it, to be perfectly honest. But as the game kicked off, Rangers were showing straight away that they were trying to get the ball on the right-hand side and tried to feed the ball to Czerny. And on the first minute, it was Czerny himself who got the ball on the right-hand side and fired in a phenomenal cross right into the middle of the Motherwell box. All it needed was a touch by Dessers or someone running in also, and we spoke about this in the last podcast. I think we need more from Lawrence making that run behind Dessers to get in there, but it was missed by everyone and cleared by Motherwell. But then the third minute, a high, hopeful ball by Motherwell, really nothing in it. But Rangers at 6s and 7s at the back, and Lennon Miller gets the ball and he's free to shoot inside the box, thankfully just past the post, but really defence sleeping, and we got away with that one. 5th minute, there was a low shot by Scott Wright just inside the box and a good save by the Motherwell keeper to grab that one there, but still 0-0. On the 11th minute, 2 incredible chances in a row, and what can I say, Czerny in midfield turns, looks up, sees Scott Wright making a run from the left into the centre and plays the most exquisite through ball straight to the feet of Scott Wright. To be fair to him, he done everything correct. Sidestepped the oncoming goalkeeper. It was a tight angle, but he hit his shot. It was going on target. Motherwell defender slid in. Last minute clearance on the goal line. It comes back to Scott Wright again. Does everything right again. Looks up, sees Dessers right in the middle, just at the 6-yard box. Passes it straight to him. Dessers hits a first-time shot. Goalkeeper manages to get his legs to the shot, and Motherwell cleared it. So really, we should be scoring goals like that, but really, really unlucky. But we only had to wait 2 minutes for us to score the opening goal, and it was Dessers who got that. It all came from Ridvan on the left-hand side of the box. He dinks a ball to the back post. There's Diomande in there. He gets up, heads it back across the face of goal to Dessers, almost on the goal line. He gets a touch, bundles it into the back of the net. Thank you very much. 2-2 for Dessers. There was a short VAR check, but the goal stood. Nothing wrong with that. So 1-0 to Rangers. Fantastic stuff. But 4 minutes after that, on the 17th minute, calamity, disaster at the back. Motherwell on the left-hand side, not really anything up front for them, but they had plenty of time and space. They put in a cross into the box, a really nothing cross into the box. One of the Motherwell strikers was going to be running in, but unfortunately for Robin Proper, he gets to the ball first, gets a toe on it and diverts the ball past Jack Butland into the Rangers net for an own goal and the equaliser to Motherwell. Absolute disaster for Robin Proper on his debut for Rangers, and that made the score 1-1. And then 5 minutes later, on the 22nd minute, Rangers have got the ball in the back of the net. Unfortunately, the flag was up for offside. It was played across the face of the goal, fired in by Scott Wright, but unfortunately for him, it was deemed offside. I think it was Dessers at the back post that was the decision was made for that one. But 24th minute, Rangers back in front, and what a goal. What can I say? By Vaclav Černý. He had been outstanding for us in the first half, but this goal was just a thing of beauty. He basically picks up the ball well outside the box with his back to goal, turns, sees their space, keeps going slightly on the right-hand side of the box, brings it back onto his left foot, and then just fires a fantastic curling shot into the left-hand post past the Motherwell goalkeeper to make it 2-1 to Rangers. Tremendous goal by Černý. And then on the 30th minute, free kick to Rangers at the edge of the box. Tav steps up, fires it towards the right-hand post. The Motherwell keeper dives, makes an excellent save, puts it out for the corner, which unfortunately came to nothing. Then the 38th minute, Motherwell, they put the ball from the right wing into the box. Proper and Suter going for the same ball. Almost was a disaster. The Motherwell striker was running in, but thankfully Suter got a last-ditch tackle to get the ball away. I realise it's Proper's first game playing alongside Suter, but both, to me, need a good few more games. If that's going to be the defensive partnership that Philippe Clement is going, they need a better understanding. I will let them away with it because it is Proper's first game, but one of them needs to step in there, take control, and none of them did, and thankfully Suter managed to get it away at the last gasp. 40th minute, Tav with a cross into the box, header by Dessers. I think he should have done better personally, going by the form he's in at the moment, but he heads the ball up in the air rather than sort of down or at least straight in front of him, and it was too high and over the bar. There was a lot of added time at the end of the first half. Motherwell had a few players injured and taken off, which I think is, causing the frustration here, because Motherwell were down to the bare bones at this stage. But it did come to half time, and I've got to say I was very happy with the first half. Again, we should be killing off Motherwell. We had a lot of the ball in attacking areas. We were putting in some fantastic crosses, creating chances, but just couldn't kill Motherwell off at this stage. But I was hopeful for the second half, but how wrong I was there, because the second half was poor by our standards. There was an early chance, the 47th minute, Černý with a ball again on the right-hand side into the box, to the back post. It falls to Lawrence, he shoots, but the ball is blocked. It's back to Černý, who it's up in the air. He hits it first time on the volley, but quite wide of the post. And then nothing, really. Slow, pedestrian play, really doing nothing up front. The only things of note I've got here, subs, and again, this is possibly what I'm putting it down to. You all know that Philippe Clement has got my support here, but I just feel he makes too many substitutions. It started in the 57th minute. Lawrence off and Sterling on, which was fair enough because I thought Lawrence had another poor game. It was pretty anonymous. Also, Černý off and McCausland on. Now, Černý, by far our best player at this stage, so I don't know if he was thinking about Tuesday, wanted to take him off. I don't know if he's maybe still not fully fit, I'm not sure, but McCausland came on. But again, it just slowed the play down. The game sort of been played in midfield, but Motherwell at this stage changed it about a bit themselves and put two up front and really went for it. And after that, we just really couldn't get a grip of the ball at all. 66 minutes, we did have a through ball to Dessers at the edge of the box. He gets the better of the defender, but shoots over the bar. I'm expecting him to get that on target, but unfortunately it didn't happen. And then the 69th minute, I thought that we'd killed the game off because a great corner in for the left-hand side from Ridvan. There was Dujon Sterling with the header, close range, bullet header, but over the bar. Really, really disappointing with that one. And then a big fright on the 70th minute, but Jack Butland thankfully kept us in it, kept his concentration, because Motherwell had a break into the box and had a ferocious shot which was heading into the bottom corner. Jack Butland pulls off a sensational save and out for the corner, which thankfully we defended well. But Motherwell were really going for it, like I said at this stage. They had nothing to lose, and playing the two men up front was really causing us so much problems. Again, worrying that we can't seem to change ourselves when another team changes their tactics. Quite worrying. 73rd minute, another double substitution right off, Matondo on and Proper coming off on his debut. Balogun going on. Again, a bit of a disaster for Robin Proper. I will not be on the guy's back. It's his first full game for us, but one he will want to forget. 75th minute, Motherwell putting the pressure on us. They really were. Rangers' tempo had dropped majorly. Motherwell putting a lot of crosses into the box. Thankfully, we were managing to get them away. 82nd minute, Diomande off, Dowell on. Diomande, a bit of a... By his standards, for me, I really like Diomande. I think he's a really good player. But again, second half, he wasn't in the game at all for us, really. Midfield really wasn't in the game, considering how well I thought Barron had played in the first half also. Just really laboured, inviting the pressure on. Poor passing. I don't know how many times we passed the ball to the Motherwell players in the second half, but really, really poor. Up to the 90th minute, again, Motherwell piling the crosses into the box. They were looking for the equaliser. They were looking more likely to score. But thankfully, Rangers managed to hold out. And again, I say hold out against an injury-ravaged Motherwell team. It is a wee bit worrying, I'll be honest. But the old cliche game of two halves, very impressive first half by Rangers. Passing, movement up front was excellent. What we were looking for, created a lot of chances, scored a great second goal, but really we could not kill Motherwell off. And all the subs made by the manager, like I've already said, none of them providing anything positive for us, taking away any attacking advantage that we had. We're looking for more from all of our subs, aren't we? We're looking for somebody to say, right, here's my chance to go out and shine, coming on as a sub, just like what Jeffy did in the last game, but doesn't get a sniff today. Disappointing, again, as I said, for Proper. Huge question marks for me over Danilo. Sitting on the bench, so he's obviously fit enough to play at least some part of the game. Not getting a sniff at any minutes whatsoever for us in any of our competitive matches so far, especially when we're trying to kill a game off. Big Desser scored his goal. He could have had a couple more, but, like the rest of the Rangers attack, wasn't really doing much in the second half. Why not throw Danilo on for the last 15 minutes and try and get some crosses into the box, do something a bit different, but nothing. Very, very strange one for that one. So, a lot of work still for Philippe Clement because we couldn't adapt to Motherwell changing their system. We've got a huge game on Tuesday night against Dynamo Kiev, which in itself is worth a lot of money for us to get into the next qualifying stage of the Champions League. But here's hoping that we can match our first half performance for the full 90 minutes, and then I don't think we'll have too many problems. But if we play like we did in the second half, Dynamo will definitely fancy their chances against us, so it's still all to play for. So regardless, we've managed to get the victory, which was what was required. A lot of work still to do by Philippe Clement, and we are quite a few players short, I think, quality players short when I look at how the game ended there. So I'm trying to stay upbeat. We got the victory. That's what I'm happy about. First half performance, happy about. Second half performance was really poor, and we really need to up it for Tuesday. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday night. Take care, and bye-bye.